Well, hello and welcome to Little State Big Voices with myself, Shahida, and my fabulous co-host Tracy.
Hey y'all.
How you doing?
Good. It's a little rainy, it's a little dreary, but I'm in good spirits today.
Me too. I had a good Thanksgiving. My grandson and I, we were outside getting up the last of the leaves because snow is supposed to be coming next week to New England.
So I've been telling my people in my household, let's get
Mm-hmm.
it together. Let's get these leaves up while they're dry. People don't want to listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
And what's
Mm-hmm.
it doing outside? It's raining. So
I
now
knew, I knew. It said it wasn't supposed to start raining till 3, so I got out there, I think around 11, and that's my little workout too. So I had my phone on, my watch set to a workout, and then I'm doing it. My back is hurting and my thighs are hurting because I was doing some bending. I'm like, I feel the workout. So how was
yeah.
your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good. Just kept it intimate, kept it tight. Mom, the nuclear family,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my son's friends came.
Hmm.
And it was small. And I no longer do the whole turkey. That's just like
Right. Makes
not my
sense.
thing anymore. I do just wings because we all want the dark meat. And there's only two. If your bird is not a Chernobyl bird, it only got two wings. I just do wings. I have this huge roasting pan, one of the best investments I ever made. I'll put those suckers in there, turn it on, go to bed, wake up, turkey's done. I don't gotta baste it, nothing.
Okay. Yeah. I still have not done a turkey.
That blows my mind. You said this to me yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna bring it up because I'm not like I feel like I'm impressed. I'm
Really?
fully impressed that you've gotten away all these years without making a whole turkey
No.
yourself. You're a
Yeah.
mom of three. You've been married. You are very close to your family. You spend a lot of family holidays, and you
That's
have
why.
avoided making a whole turkey all this time. That is impressive.
But that's why, because I'm close to my family and other people do it. They take up that helm. And it's all Thanksgiving has always been my parents' holiday. And when my aunt was alive, Christmas was her holiday. So wasn't for me. Now I know people do like a small turkey in their house or something for their immediate family in there. I'm like, why? Why do I need to do that? I don't even like turkey that much. I like it. I like it on that day. I like it a couple of days after, but not enough to go and invest in the turkey. So I don't do it. I don't do it.
Well, I was offered like three free turkeys, and I was still like, no, thank you.
I would
Give that
never.
to somebody who needs it because it's a chore, and honestly the more time passes, the less I'm into
Mhm.
hosting the holidays. Like I would love for someone to be like, come over for Thanksgiving and bring a couple of dishes. I'll bring some sides, I'll bring I am so over hosting, it's not even
Mhm.
funny. They thought I was playing when I was like, Thanksgiving in Puerto Rico next year. They think I'm playing. They think I'm playing a game, but Thanksgiving in the US Virgin Islands. Everyone don't even got to have a passport. Like let's just go somewhere else and we don't have to eat turkey, we don't have to eat
Mhm.
stuffing, like we don't have to do any of those things. Like literally I'll eat some fish tacos. I was ready to order Chinese food, but I do it for the people that
Mhm.
in the house, but I'm like y'all are getting older now. I don't have any grandkids. Like, let me get a break. And then when the grandkids come, I'll start doing traditional Thanksgiving again.
But that could be your tradition, taking it
Yeah.
elsewhere. It could be, Thanksgiving in other countries and having them pay. I saw that Gabrielle Union and her husband, how I forget his name, they took their family, like her sister, her
Well,
mom,
Dwayne.
Dwayne Wade. I know, I forgot, and they did Thanksgiving in Italy,
And I'm sure the food was better. I'm sure the food was so much
and it
better.
looked cute. It looked.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel. I feel like family is wherever family is, if
I
that's
played
how
myself
you
because
want to.
my mom was ready to be out. My mom was like, F these kids, F your husband, let's go to Europe. And I was like, I can't leave my family during the holidays. My mother was like, whatever, sis. Like, let's go. She was ready to get on a plane, get
Mhm,
flued out, and then some things happen,
mhm,
family dynamics. So we're trying to stay close to home. But
mhm,
that was like That was a great plan. I'm gonna listen to my mother more often.
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving. I love going to my parents' house. I love seeing my cousins and, but I'm just not a host. I told you, my father has a pot that comes up to my waist that he makes a chowder in. And it's like, how do you make a chowder so damn good as that big? I cook on a small level. Like I can feed you well and I can cook. I've cooked for you one time.
Mm. I enjoyed the burrito pizza that you
I
made
can
in the
cook.
salad. I copied that salad like ever
That
since I
salad
ate
was
it at your house.
delicious and I
It was
forgot
really good.
what it was now.
It was goat cheese, pecans or walnuts,
No, it was sunflower,
cranberries,
not sunflower seeds, some seeds.
maybe pumpkin seeds. Was it
Pumpkin
pepitos?
seeds. It was pumpkin seeds.
It
And it
was
was
it was so
delicious. I
good.
forgot all about it. But I'm just not I'm not a cook. And then my mother just said to me on Thanksgiving, she said, it's not fair that everybody has the holiday and Shahida doesn't have not one. And I'm like,
Not your mom calling you out.
why is she coming for me on a holiday? It was like, ma'am, come. She said, and I talked to your brother, and we said that you need to have 4th of July. I was like, okay, I'll do 4th of July. So you're invited to 4th of July at my house.
Ooh, I love that. The last family gathering I went to for y'all, I was like, ooh, I want to be on more stuff. Like somebody needs to have another celebration. Somebody have a baby or something so we can go to baby shower in the yard. But
I know. My
I was
parents' yard is always up for grabs. They got a beautiful yard.
I was
Blank.
just thinking, like obviously there's a pattern in your family. The men in your family don't know how to cook on a small scale, which I'm not mad at.
No, I don't think so. No.
Just talking about the cake that your uncle made yesterday, that was also up to your waist.
Damn. I'm still in shock. Like, usually it's about maybe 25 to 30 of us on Thanksgiving. So it's not a lot. And we had just a couple of
That's a
extra,
lot.
but not for that cake. Not for that cake. That cake was for 100 people. That's how
That's
big
funny.
that damn cake is. My uncle made a carrot cake. And Rose, if you're listening, I got you a slice. I'm going to keep it for you. But Monday, I'm bringing the rest of that to work and putting it out on the table. This cake, you can't even see. Can you see my hands? How big? It was
It's as wide as the
freaking
screen.
huge. It was, I can't even because it was past the screen it was huge and it was 3 layers.
That was what threw me was when you said it was tiered. I was like, go ahead, Unc. Because I remember the blueberry tarts that
And
he
he made
made
those too.
for the tarts were almost as like half the size of my face. They were like this round.
And
Like
they're
no
heavy.
joke. My son was smitten. He loved those blueberry tarts.
So he made that. He made the blueberry tarts. He made the carrot cake, and then he made a vanilla cake with chocolate frosting for my father because that's his favorite. Too much, sir. It was too big.
So this year, because we got a new refrigerator, and it's not even a flex because it's smaller than the last one that we had. This is the problem with these old New England homes with these beautiful bones is that you can't fit Jack into them.
Oh
You
yeah, you said that.
can't get anything through the doors,
Mm-hmm.
and then the space for the actual refrigerator is like the smallest possible space you can get for a full size refrigerator. And on top of that, it's just like I have standards. Like I got to have
Mm-hmm.
the bottom freezer. Okay. That's non negotiable. I'm not going back to the white top and bottom fridge with I can't do that. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
only other like if you want anything that's even remotely modern, I had to get this really small refrigerator, but it's got like the French doors on the top and it's got the thing. That's all I needed. But needless to say, not much fits in there. So my whole thing was I'm not playing Tetris with these leftovers, okay? We're gonna cook enough for the 9 people that are here,
Mm-hmm.
enough for y'all to get seconds, thirds, fourths, a little bit of leftovers. I want it out by Monday. By tomorrow, if they
Mm-hmm.
have not eaten those Thanksgiving leftovers, and it's going to be gone. It's pretty much
Mm-hmm.
done now. Whatever's left over tomorrow is out. Is going to somebody. I'm packing it up. I'm gonna bring it to. But all that's really left right now is a little bit of mac and cheese and some cranberry sauce. So we're doing good.
I didn't have mac and cheese this Thanksgiving. We had potatoes and cheese, and then I just saw Mia had some mac and cheese from her Friendsgiving, and I was like, I didn't have any mac and cheese.
Bring you some.
I can come get it, sis. I would love
Yes.
some mac and
Come
cheese.
through because I made two big pans of mac and cheese because that's my favorite thing. Yes.
I will
So I
come.
mean, we had a huge pot of candy yams. That's my husband's thing. That's the one thing that you can count on him to make. He makes the candy yams from scratch.
So does he do yams or sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because we do sweet potatoes, and I think we all say candied yams. Uh, have you tasted the difference between the two?
I don't like it, so I don't normally eat it. He makes
You
it
don't
for
like
my
sweet
daughter.
potatoes?
It's I mean, sweet potato fries.
I don't like yams. Yams are very stringy to me, where sweet
No, this is
potatoes
sweet
just
potatoes.
a potato and oh, so you don't like sweet potatoes because I was gonna have that for book club,
Not that
but
I
I
don't
was gonna
like
cook it a
it.
certain way.
It's not that I don't like it. I do eat it, but I don't go looking for it type thing. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Literally, this is a father-daughter bonding thing between him and my daughter. He has to go pick the sweet potatoes out, and then he's like, I need cinnamon, I need nutmeg, I need real vanilla syrup. I'm like, whatever. Do your things for your girl. That's fine. That's their love language between each other. I'm like, if I don't get any, I'm fine. And he made a huge Dutch oven of it. Like you see my hand,
Mhm.
like about that big, like one of those big La
Yeah.
Crusette style pots.
Hmm.
Gone. Those yams are gone.
No, I'm
Just
gonna tear
potatoes,
up
sweet
some sweet
potatoes.
potatoes. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tear up some sweet potatoes. I love them, and I made some a couple of weeks ago, and they were so good. And after I put the last bit of brown sugar in it, I said, I know that's too much. I know that's too much. Like, sis, why'd you put all that brown sugar in it? They were delicious.
It's to me,
They
it's
were
basically
delicious.
dessert. Sweet potatoes are basically dessert. I'm like, that
They
should just
are.
be with the dessert
They
table,
are.
which is why a lot of people make sweet potato pie. We didn't
Hmm.
have that this year. We had apple pie. We had like some pound cake, different kinds of
Hmm.
pound cakes. I outsourced everything this year. I was not trying to be that girl, laying down on the sword for Thanksgiving dinner. I was not doing the most this year. Like
Hmm.
literally, I did season my own turkey.
Hmm.
But the gravy came from the little packet. The stuffing
Hmm.
came from stovetop. I was not like, listen, I was not trying to stress myself out. We had
My
an
mother
amazing
does
meal.
all of that, but she's retired. Her and my father, they were cooking all week long. He does the meats and she does the sides.
Mhm.
And so I know, I know I'm horrible. I don't do shit.
But all I can
I
say is
clean
that
up. I
God
clean
was
up.
God was shining down on us because I told you what happened. I
Yeah.
normally start cooking on Wednesday night. That's like
Hmm.
traditional for us. We start everything cooking. And when I went to make the brownies, the one thing that I was making, I made it from the box, but scratch or
Hmm.
whatever, eggs and oil and all that. The minute I turned the oven on to make the brownies, the last thing, we all smelled gas in the house. Now, this is
Hmm.
Thanksgiving Day. This is about 1:30, 2 o'clock, right
Hmm.
before we were about to eat. I was putting the brownies in with the intention that we would bless the food, eat, and by the time we were done eating, those brownies would come out piping hot, and we just had these
Hmm.
nice warm brownies, let them sit for like 20, 30 minutes, and then dive in with some ice cream. Started smelling gas in the house, had to call the fire department. Providence Fire Department arrived with three big fire trucks, blocked off the whole street. It was a spectacle. Our neighbors were coming out like, everything okay?
What's going on?
So they're in their heads, they're like, this lady burning down her house. I know that's
Hmm.
what they were looking at me and saying. I'm like, I'm not burning down my house. And it's, the neighbors are to the left and the right of us are really nice. They're Latinos. And so
Hmm.
the guy knows that I speak Spanish, the older man to the right of us. And so he came out and was like, is everything okay? He's talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, everything's fine. I'm not burning the place down. It's just
Hmm.
a gas scare. But the fire 911 was very adamant, like, get out of the house immediately. Everyone leave
Yeah.
the house. So
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day, we're standing out in our living room finery, because that's what we thought we were
Hmm.
gonna be looking cute, just in the living room. We're standing out on
Hmm.
the curb socializing with all of our neighbors, but it was nice because the sun was
Hmm.
shining. It's a minor issue. We're gonna get it taken care of. Our good friend, who is a certified licensed, like, big wig plumber is coming to fix it tomorrow.
Okay.
But
So you
like I
haven't
said,
been able to cook?
I have no problem with that. I mean, I've been able to turn my
I know, I
stove
wouldn't have no
on.
problem either.
I cooked all that food this week. You better eat
And like
that.
you said, there's leftovers. That's the microwave.
But also, we are a big air fryer family. So most of
Mhm.
our stuff goes in the air fryer anyway. So we have the air fryer, we have that big roasting pan. So I roasted the wings in that roasting pan, which
Okay.
is a
Oh, you did it in
external
the air
thing.
fryer?
No, it just stays on the counter. It's like imagine a huge crock pot, but it's a
Yeah, yeah.
roaster. And it has like a thing you can actually remove it and take the thing out to clean it and everything. It's huge. It's like probably 2 feet long.
Mhm.
So we have that. We also have like a little egg maker. So, you can make like the little breakfast sandwich eggs.
Mhm,
So,
mhm,
like breakfast, we just put the little egg things in that, close it. It cooks the eggs in 1 minute. We threw
mhm.
the bacon in the air fryer. We really don't miss the stove, to be honest with you,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and the
I can see
microwave.
that.
So,
Whew, yeah, so I'm glad that it worked out and everybody sees and your
I don't
house
play
is
about
feeling
gas.
that your
I don't
house is
play.
feeling fine.
I do
Be
not
thankful.
play.
I don't blame you. Well, how was your Friday, your Black Friday? You do anything then?
I don't think I left the house.
Me neither. I
I
did.
don't do.
I did later in the day. I went to Market Basket,
Oh,
Ghost
you
Town.
did say that.
Ghost Town. So if you need to go to Market Basket, you might need to go now since people are already done with their Thanksgiving shopping. It was
But
Ghost
you know where those
Town.
people are? They're at the freaking mall. Because I went there
I
earlier
don't
this
care.
morning and it
Mm-hmm.
was crazy in
The
there.
mall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even going to buy anything. I was just going to the
Hmm.
Apple store and it literally
Oh
took
yeah.
me 20 minutes to find a parking space. It was so bad. It was so bad.
How did your appointment go at Apple with for your watch?
I didn't even go. I didn't even go after all that. After all that, I got a call and had to turn around and go back home. Didn't get it done, but I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
reschedule that. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Everything for a reason. That's it's fine. Sometimes when things don't go your way, you have to realize that there's a method to the madness of the universe of why things are
Mm-hmm.
happening the way they're happening. So when I got
Mm-hmm.
that call to come back, I'm like, for all I know, there's a not that I hope this happens. This is probably a nut job in the mall or something like that I was supposed to avoid, or who's to say what reason I got called. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
get your tail in the car and just go back home
Mm-hmm.
because my first mind was like, yeah, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I had literally parked in the spot. I was like
Mm-hmm.
right by the door, found a good spot, was pulling the handle to walk into the mall and got the call. It's like, can you come back home real quick? I'm like,
Oh, hey, like you said, and I think that's part of getting older too, is just pivoting easily. Because it's like if you stress yourself out about every little game changer or every time something doesn't go, you'll be stressed out all the time because right now we are living in a shit show anyway. I mean, did you see those people that got up at the crack of dawn to go to Target that we supposed to be boycotting?
I
To
got,
go
yeah, I got a thing in my feed, but continue.
this swag bag that Target was supposed to be giving out. People got in line, and I saw this black girl go and she's talking about like she's showing all the stuff. It was like some nerds, a little pack of nerds that you get, like the big box that you give out to your kids for like either Halloween or for their little lunches. So it wasn't even a full size pack. An elf lip gloss or something that's probably discontinued. It was like 5 items in there, but they were tiny small items and it wasn't worth a gift bag. And here you are with your crusty glue on your wig looking a hot mess talking about this is what, ma'am, your black ass should have been at home.
Did you see it on Threads? Because that's where I saw it.
I did see it on Threads. I saw it on Threads and Instagram too.
So it came in my timeline. It looked like it was like a silver type of bag. It looked like the bag was way bigger than the swag. Like it was a big old
Definitely. It
bag
was
and a little
huge.
bit of swag. And I was just like, that's what you get, Heffa, because we're supposed to be boycotting. You're not even supposed to be down there because once you go into Target, you're going to go to Starbucks too. So those are two we're supposed to be
Yep.
crossing off the list. And I was just like, honestly, you were tempted by a freaking swag bag. That's how weak you are. We're not supposed to be spending, period, not even at the stores
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
we normally are patronizing and trying to support. So not only did you're a scab now because you done broke the picket line, but you went and you got
And you
served
filmed it. You
and you
filmed
filmed it.
that bag was a bag of disrespect because Target knows it's suffering. And they just said, you know what, we're gonna have these swag bags. And your dumb ass came running out there and they're just like, you're stupid. You're stupid. This is nothing. And you sold your soul for this dumbass bag at 3 o'clock in the morning. Just
Listen, I got a
just
TV.
stupid.
I have a nice TV. I don't need one. I have a nice toaster. I don't need one of those. I have a nice air fryer. What else
I
do
do
you
need a new
have?
toaster.
What are the
I do
deals?
need a new
Right.
toaster.
You can get a cheap toaster, a cheap quality toaster. You can go to Home Goods,
Anytime.
Home Goods and get probably a Revel or like a Tefal beautiful toaster or Macy's, who Macy's, by the way, is
Hmm.
leaning still into their DEI and not flaking on their DEI. Go over to Macy's and get some nice quality stuff. You're down at the Target getting what that you can't get somewhere else.
And stop following for these stupid Black Friday sales. They are not
Mhm.
sales.
They're not.
This is bullshit. Like you said, we can get these TVs and anytime. We can get these toasters anytime. I do need a new toaster, and I will be looking into getting one. But I'm not running out. It might not be until January. I'm not running out to do it just now because they're saying, "Oh, it's 80% off," because it's not. It's
I've
not.
never
And how
been
many
one.
times have we seen? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Are you getting a little bit of a delay? I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
A delay?
No, I'm asking
Okay,
you
because
if
it
there's a
seems like
delay.
I could tell from your eyes that we wasn't connected. Let me unplug my speaker because that might be it.
No, I
And
think we're
I'm just gonna
good. I
use the
can hear you
MacBook
okay
speaker.
now. I think it was like a temporary thing.
Okay. All right. Well, I unplugged it anyway, just in case. But yeah, I don't know. People should be embarrassed
Well,
by going out and then doing these things.
I was just saying I've never been a Black Friday shopper person. Like, first of all, I'm not a morning person like that. So the thought of getting up
Hmm.
at midnight, 6 a.m., people would like back in the day when Black Friday was really in its heyday, people were pitching tents, they were sleeping outside, they were dragging their young children out in the cold to get in line for what? To go to Toys R Us. This is before the internet. Like anything you need, you can literally get on the internet. So the fact that you're doing all of this, going in person to a store is still crazy to me. But I've never been a big Black Friday shopper. I just never have. Like it's not fun to me.
Hmm.
I just don't. I don't get it. I know there are some savings, but then that's why Cyber Monday came along because you can get literally all the stuff the following Monday. If they started Black Friday in like September anyway, most of these stores, they've been quote unquote doing Black Friday
Yeah,
since
that's
September.
true.
So,
Especially Amazon and Walmart. They started their little Black Friday stuff in September. But that's yeah, if you're still falling for that, then you're
and
just
maybe
getting ripped
it's
off.
people's tradition. Maybe that makes them feel like the holidays. I'm not knocking you
That's
if
true.
that's your jam and you love it, but you don't got to worry about me clogging up the line with you because I ain't gonna be there. Not me.
So neither one of us partook in any of that nonsense, but we did partake in another form of, I won't call it nonsense, but it was different. We went to the Golden Girls, what was it, Mystery? The
Murder
Golden Girl Mystery, is that
mystery
what the name?
party.
Murder
Yeah,
Mystery.
yeah. It
Yeah,
was interesting.
yeah. I'm
So
gonna post out our little pictures that we.
it was good to connect. We got to see our buddy Jen from Please Delete This Podcast fame and her friends who came. When we arrived, Shahida was like, "Is that them? I see two other black people." I'm like, "Shahida, that's not them. That's some other black people we don't know." But the room was it was
Because
predominantly not black people.
it was,
It was mostly women, a few sprinkling of guys who looked like their wives
mhm.
dragged them to the show. But it was fun. It was a full house. They every seat in the house was pretty much full. I think there might have been two empty
What
seats at our table.
I Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of empty seats, though. There were a lot. But what I enjoyed the most were looking at some of the clothes that some people had, like the t-shirts and the bags, Golden Girls is like, I mean, that's for every generation. That
Mhm.
show is hilarious.
It is
And
great
I
writing.
really had expectations for this one. So it's a murder mystery. You had to figure out, like, Sky gets murdered, he gets poisoned. I think they might change it like in different cities or whatever. I told Tracy it was fun to get out, but I literally almost fell asleep.
There was so much hype because these tickets were purchased like 2 months ago. I think they do a really great job at marketing their event. They need to do a better job at stepping it up and actually making it like to the caliber of a theater experience. I think that's the issue, is that it wasn't
In the
in a theater.
Golden Girls.
Yeah. And it's Golden Girls, right. So
Yeah.
honestly, I think what
Yeah.
saved it was the one person who played I almost said Maud, who played Dorothy, who shout outs to the great B
She was good.
author,
He was
rest in
good.
peace.
He was good because it was a guy.
It was a man, and honestly, because she did look like a man. She was a very masculine woman. I love B. Arthur, but I think that saved the
Hmm.
production, that performance, and then
Hmm.
the person who played Sophia. Those two characters, those two
Hmm.
actors saved the entire performance. Because Rose, Blanche, and the rest of the cast, it was very hokey, very much you don't know your lines and you have no theater background. So they should have just did the whole thing in drag and it would have been fuego. Trust me, that would have solved everything if it had all been
Yeah.
drag. Yeah.
But I would say people seem to enjoy it a lot. There was a lot of big laughs. Oh, I just did not find a lot of the jokes very funny, but it was a nice night out. And I'm not gonna knock anybody's hustle. It could have been better. Especially because it's the Golden Girls. They're such
Yeah.
icons.
Yeah.
And so they need good writing for anything that you throw their name on it because people expect, if it's Golden Girls, it's going to be very funny. The jokes with Blanche were like so over the top, but they were cheap jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like Blanche is funny. We know she's overly sexualized and stuff like that, but it was slicker when she did it.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
had
So
yeah, because Rue McClanahan,
too
like
raunchy.
she was just that girl. Like honestly, so the when you talk about the t-shirts, we saw a group of friends who all had the Golden Girls t-shirts on, and it had all the names of the cast, but then it also highlighted in sparkles who lined up. You're like, so if I had a shirt that said all the characters, my gold would be Blanche because I think I'm the Blanche of the group. I would
Oh,
consider
I
myself to
definitely
be
would
the
be
Blanche.
Dorothy.
You be Dorothy. So
Think I could be Rose too. I could be Rose
no,
too.
you're not
One
Rose.
of the two.
Not
I
Rose.
feel like sometimes things go over, and then I always have a story to tell. So
Maybe, but
either Rose or Sophia. I always got a
Rose
story to tell.
is a whole airhead though. She is a whole airhead. But
That's why I said
no one
Dorothy. It would definitely be Dorothy.
again, the great Betty White, like those women just really, really did such a fantastic job playing those characters. And like Sophia, the
Hmm.
one who played her with the little purse on her arm, it was so good in that sense. But
She was good.
they played into
Yeah.
a lot of stereotypes. So Elephant in the Room, they came to Rhode Island, so they leaned into a mafia trope, which kind of was like, I don't know if I
Hmm.
love that. It was a little hokey, but
But Sophia talked, she did tell a lot of stories about, like,
the mob,
mafia
yeah.
adjacent relatives
But
or something. So it wasn't too off the mark.
if it had been done better, if it had been done better. Because okay, if you're gonna lean into that mafia
Yeah.
trope, you need to go hard and bring like the caliber, like you were saying, the caliber wasn't there. It was very much amateur,
Hmm.
amateur writing. No disrespect to the person who produces this or wrote it or whatever, because they go all around the country. So it's definitely a hustle. That's the
Hmm.
perfect word for it. Because y'all out here hustling, really getting us hyped for this Golden Girls thing, and we are expecting like top tier. I was expecting like Emmy level performance, Oscar, Tony. It was not giving any of those. It wasn't giving none of those. But it was cute. It was fun. The cocktails were $8. So what am I complaining about?
Yeah. And the bill, it was in the Pawtucket main event,
Mm-hmm.
the arts building, or what is it called? The Art Village,
Yeah,
Pawtucket Art
nine nine
Village.
nine. Yeah, nine nine
And it
nine.
was really nice, really nice. So I would go and check it out again because there's a bookstore over there that we saw. And when we got out, we were trying to go over there, but it was closed by that time. So I definitely want to check it out because I'm a
Mm-hmm.
bookstore fanatic anyway.
Yeah, book
And then
around.
afterwards, we went out to dinner.
Yes,
Do you remember the place we ate at?
La
The
Katrina.
name of it?
Yeah, La Katrina.
Okay, good. Because we have been talking about going, my coworkers and I have been talking about going there for lunch. And so I had been wanting to try it. And we went over there and it was very good. It was not a lot of people in there for a Saturday night because it seemed like downtown was packed.
Yeah, it was. It was
It was
busting.
packed. And but the food was good.
It was good. The shrimp were big. They gave me a lot. Actually,
Mm,
like you sometimes you order garlic dishes and they be playing. Like they're not really come with this had big chunks of garlic, which I loved personally. The avocado was nice and fresh. Our server was actually really sweet and nice. She wasn't too like down your
yeah,
throat. She came and checked on us.
not at all.
Yeah, so it was good. I had a good experience. I
So
would
it was
return
really
there
good.
for sure. Yeah.
So we are going to have to wrap up. I do have some, like Tracy said earlier, I be having some grandma things going on. And I
Spend the
got
time with the
roped into
babies.
something
Don't we get roped? Don't we
in
get
their
roped?
friends. So I got roped into something because it is that weekend. But until next time, and have a great week. It's
Yes.
unfortunate that we have a long week. That's
Well,
what I hate about Thanksgiving.
some of y'all have a long week, and some of us are on vacation from work for the entire rest of the week.
Oh, that's so nice. So nice. I know I got 2 weeks coming up at the end of December, so I'm happy about that. But all right. So until next week,
Until
Tracy,
then,
you're where to find us.
yes, you know where to find us as usual. If you want to look at us, we're on YouTube and we are on Spotify video streaming of our podcast. If you just want to listen in the car on your way to work or while you're trying to tune out that coworker who's getting on your nerves and your earbuds, you can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can listen wherever podcasts are heard. However, as our continued gift to you, Shahida, please tell the people where they will not find us. They won't see us. They won't hear us. We won't be doing no sign language, no braille version of it, none of that. Tell them.
Not ever, 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 ever will you catch us on TikTok. Fuck TikTok. But I do want to hype up iHeartRadio.
Yes.
Listen to us on iHeartRadio. I started listening back on this because I'm like sketchy with Spotify. So I'm going to, yes, iHeartRadio. So bring in the numbers over there and don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment.
And share with the people. I'm gonna say one thing before we sign off. My uncle actually on Thanksgiving was like, "Oh, I saw a snippet from your podcast." I was like, I didn't even know my uncle was paying attention like that. So hopefully, you know, people are seeing the little snippets because we always put a little snippet out during the week. Check us out. You know, put us on in the
Mhm.
background, or just check us out. See if you like the whole podcast because I think we're pretty. I think we are pretty good.
And if there's something you want us to talk about, let us know. So until next time, peace out.